It's Toma time! What is going on, guys? Toma Motivates here, which means that today I'm bringing you guys another motivational video. We all need motivation, and I'm here to give it to you. So, today's terrific topic, motivating lonely people. Now, before I get into this topic, I would just ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. Please comment your own motivational opinions, thoughts that can help other people out in life. And subscribe to my channel, Toma Tales, for more motivational videos in the future. But without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So, motivating lonely people. Now, this is a video that I can relate to very much so, because I used to be very lonely, and I know what loneliness can lead to. Now, if you're a lonely person, you're most likely also experiencing symptoms of embarrassment because you're lonely, you don't have any friends, you're embarrassed, and symptoms of unhappiness to where you're lonely, you don't have friends, you don't have people that really that care about you, maybe so, and so you're unhappy. You're embarrassed about being lonely, and all these symptoms can lead to you spreading unhappiness upon other people and not being your best version. Now, myself, my loneliest days were from middle school on to high school. I just moved from Germany to America, and it was the biggest culture shift of my life. And the one thing I remember, and I'll remember this for my whole entire life, I just lived in Germany. I was like the most popular kid. I had, the hottest girlfriend. I was 12, 13 years old. I was feeling on top of the world. And I remember coming to middle school in Florida. And Florida's really ghetto, really different, really just not what Germany's like. In Germany, we wouldn't cuss, we wouldn't fight, we wouldn't do any of that. We were still children. And I just remember coming to Florida, and, the one thing I'll always remember is I still thought I was the shit. And I pulled up to this one girl. She was pretty hot, and I was like, hey, like, what's up? And I was like, I just pulled up. Like, I had all this confidence. I still thought I was that man. And I kind of pulled up on her. She was like, who are you? And just kept walking. And I just remember, like, wow, damn, what? Am I really not shit? Like, she just treated me like I was nothing. And I just wasn't used to that. And that's really where the loneliness started for me, because from that day on, well, it didn't matter if she said it or not, but either way, I did not fit in at all with my new crowd. And, my new crowd followed me to high school, and just middle school through high school, I was very lonely. I only had like 2 friends maybe, and at least in middle school I wouldn't sit alone at lunch because we had assigned seating, but throughout high school I would be hiding in the crevices of the high school, being lonely, not having friends, and just being that loner guy. And I know that a lot of you guys are going through this as well, so I'm going to motivate you to be more confident and not be lonely, and go out and do things to make yourself feel better. Now, what can you guys do to get rid of this loneliness? Now, for me, the only thing that got me out of this cycle of loneliness was changing my environment. Loneliness was the worst thing for me because I was not a good person. All throughout middle school and high school, the loneliness made me unhappy, and the unhappiness made me want other people to be unhappy. I didn't treat my family well. I wasn't a happy person, and I do not wish that on anyone. I want you guys to be happy, because if you're happy, you want other people to be happy as well. So let's get into it. How to get out of this cycle of just loneliness and feeling like you don't have any friends. You need to change your environment, number one. What helped me was I went from high school to college. I changed my environment, I met new people, and I became happy again, because I realized how amazing life can be when you just change your atmosphere and change your environment to where you become more outgoing, and you actually want to make friends, because there's new faces. The number one thing you have to do is you need to get out there. When I came to college, I told myself, I'm gonna make friends. I'm not just gonna be that person that doesn't really care about making friends, just gonna stay in the dorm. No. So what I did is I just walked up to random people on the dining hall where we eat dinner, lunch, breakfast, and I just sat next to them, like, hey man, can I sit next to you? I was a freshman. Everyone didn't really know each other. It was a new environment, so I was like, can I sit with you? Hey, what's up, man? Can I sit with you? And through doing that, I actually made a lot of friends. And that's how I made my group of friends that I had from freshman year to, sophomore year until they all left. But, I made a lot of friends doing that. If you don't want to be lonely, guys, you need to put yourself out there, because you're not going to, you're not going to meet like a bunch of new people if you're in the house doing nothing, or if you're staying in the same environment, because you most likely already know everyone. If you're in middle school, you know all the people in your middle school. You know, how are you going to like meet the new people? You know, in high school, same. If you know them, you know them, but whether you do or don't, you still have to get yourself out there, because loneliness is not fun. Feeling like a loser is not fun. And if you don't have friends, you're going to feel like a loser. It's just what it is. It's really hard. But what else can you do to get rid of the loneliness? You need to think of yourself as better. Do things that make you happy. Do things that make you feel like you're a worthy human being. Whether that's playing a sport, whether that's drawing or painting, doing something where you can relate with others. Do something that you're passionate about. For instance, if you like drawing, draw something and post it online, or post it in a forum where people like drawing as well, and make connections like that. Make connections with people that wouldn't usually make connections with, because maybe you're an outlier. You like to do things other people don't like to do. So find those other people. You're not going to find them with the classroom full of douchebags that like to play football. Find your talents and share them with people that enjoy the same talents as you, because that's how you can really make a lot of friends. And once you make friends, once you're outgoing, once you get out there, you're going to become a whole different person. You're going to spread happiness. You're going to be glowing, you're going to be shining, you're going to be happy. It's darkness when you're lonely. You need to get out of that, because it's not fun and it's not good for the people around you, because a happy person is someone that people want to be around with. If you're not happy, it's going to be harder for you to make friends as well, because people can see that. People can feel your energy. It's not just, a saying. They can really do that. And it is hard, guys, but you guys can do it. You guys can, get rid of this loneliness. You just have to put effort into it, and you have to change your environment is number one. You have to change your environment, because if you're surrounding yourself with the same people that don't care about you, don't like you, how are you going to change that? The only way you can get rid of loneliness is make friends, because that's what we all need. We all crave the social thing where we have people to relate to, have people to talk to. We all need that. Or what I always go back to is nature, guys. If you can't make friends, if you're finding a hard time making friends, befriend nature. Befriend the plants, befriend the grass, befriend the trees, befriend the the birds, even the ants, because these animals, these plants are brought here for you, because you can feed off of them. And when I've had my loneliest days, my worst days, my most unhealthy days, where I was just didn't want to talk to anyone and I just wanted to be lonely, I can find myself within nature, because you can talk to nature, you can talk to the sun, you can let it, spread its wings upon your face, let the sun touch you, and, listen to the birds and talk to them. It's not weird talking to birds, it's not weird talking to trees, it's not weird talking to the animals around you. It helps me, it makes me happy, as stupid as that may sound, but I'm confident in who I am, so I can share this with you. Talking to yourself is important as well. Talk to yourself and talk to nature. Don't let people tell you you're weird or you're stupid or you're crazy because you like to talk to nature. You are nature, so treat yourself as such. You are beautiful. And yeah, I hope I can motivate you guys, because no matter if you have friends, if you do have friends, you're the same person. You are a human being, and you only have one life. So don't be scared to go out there and put yourself out there, because if you don't, you're dying anyways. You have the same outcome. At least put effort into it. At least, put yourself out there, because it's really not that big of a deal. You are a human, so, treat yourself as such and do what humans do. We connect with other humans. And I hope you guys appreciated this video. I hope my desires to motivate people is helping you today and helps you have a continued better life where you're not lonely. This has been Toma Motivates, and I hope you appreciated this video, and I'll see you on my next motivational video.